Hey guys, it's Bart Johnson here, NAB 2017, here on the show floor at the Aputure booth again with my man Ted.
Yeah.
And Ted, so Aputure has been coming out with a lot of new lines of lights, and you guys have implemented a system of using the Bowens S mount, and which allows you to mount all sorts of existing Bowens S mount accessories onto these lights.
Yep.
But you guys are also making your own accessories, keeping them affordable and allowing filmmakers to modify lights in some really creative ways. So we've got two of your newest ones that are coming out here. So why don't you tell me what we're looking at?
Sure thing. So the Bowens S mount is basically the most common photographic accessory mount. So we're really trying to kind of work into the workflow that everyone already has. So if you've got accessories out there, most of the time they'll be Bowens S mount. There are other mounts, there's Pro Photo that isn't, but for the most part, the most widespread one is that Bowens mount. Mm-hmm. So the thing that we're trying to do at Aputure is we're trying to make it affordable, we're trying to keep that quality high, and we're still trying to innovate. So basically, this right here is not actually using the Bowens mount, however, it does go on the outside of this light. This right here is a space light. Now, space lights are traditionally very, very popular in kind of green screen studios, large spaces. Anytime that you normally need a China ball, a space light will also be really great. It's just a large volume light that gives you a very soft cast. You can see the shadows here.
Yeah, everything is very even, and like you said, what it is to throw really even light in sort of all directions, and so very good for green screen, very good for that particular sort of almost like dreamy, even mood lighting and stuff like that. And like you said, anywhere that anyone would use a paper lantern or a China ball that we've used for forever, now you can use something like this.
Yeah, or like a round table scene, anything like that, that even cast will be perfect with a space light. Now, space lights are traditionally super expensive. And they're really difficult to get your hands on. And we wanted to have something that really did do that kind of soft cast in all 360 directions. So this right here is the Aputure Space Light. This is built using parachute fabric. Mm-hmm. This is the same stuff that the Air Force uses for their jumpers. This stuff, people's lives depend on this not ripping.
So it's a little reliable, is what you're saying.
It's a little reliable. It's super tough, super tough. It's gonna last a long time. It collapses really easily. It's just these two dishes that attach here on with elastic. Mm-hmm. And basically on the bottom here, we've got a zip. And this zip right here will allow you, for instance, if you think of a traditional space light or a China ball on the bottom, you might see that hotspot. If you want that hotspot,
because it's usually got an open bottom.
Exactly.
And so the source goes out.
Yeah, if you want that hotspot down there, we can still give you that. You got a zip right here. You can see it right there on that floor. You'll see that hotspot. Or if you want to zip it up and get soft light all around, super easy. Now what this does though is this maximizes the 120-degree beam angle coming off of that light.
Yeah, because it's being used right now with an Aputure, with a 120D light. You could also use it with the 120T.
Exactly.
And it's using that reflector that comes with the light, and the elastic mount is putting it on there.
Yes.
So you're able to utilize the full beam angle of that light and spread it out.
If you think about it, a normal light is only about a 45-degree beam angle, and that's kind of spotty. So that actually wouldn't really fill the full space light. By having that wide beam angle, we can fill everything. Even up here, you can see the light still casting in.
Yeah.
And that LED is, what, a couple inches above it.
Exactly, yeah.
So spreading that full thing out, this we think is gonna come out in less than a month. And the price is gonna be, hasn't set yet, but we think it's under $50.
Around $50. So again, keeping with that theme of not only making easy to use accessories, but affordable accessories.
Affordable, and we're trying to take the high, we're trying to take really, innovative, high tech, and trying to bring it down to the indie market so everyone can use it. Our gear has been on some big sets this year, but we're not leaving our indie crowd. Those are the people we came up with. We're here today in the middle of Central Hall because of the indie crowd, and these are the guys that are supporting us. We're going to support them right back.
And I think it's stuff like this and supporting all of the lines of products that you guys have, not just saying we made a light, now you go get the modifiers yourself, but the fact that you guys are offering them says a lot.
We try to kit it all out, which brings us right to our next light, actually.
Exactly, and we don't just have the space light, we also have another one here, so I'll swing this guy out of our way a little bit.
The space light out,
and we'll bring this guy up center frame.
Alrighty.
So what do we got here?
So this right here is the Light Dome Mini. Now, if you guys are familiar with a traditional Light Dome, the Light Dome is a 35-inch parabolic softbox. Mm-hmm. Super deep. And it's super soft and dreamy, gives you that nice soft look. However, sometimes you don't have that space where you need that extra clearance.
That's a large softbox.
Exactly. So basically, this is actually less than half as thick as the parabolic 35. However, instead of being 35 inches across, this is 24 across.
Okay.
Now, there's something inside of here, though, that is requested specifically by our users.
All right, what's that?
Right here, we've got this grid. A lot of people, I know you guys have been asking for our 35-inch parabolic softbox. Give us a grid, give us a grid, give us a grid. This is gonna ship with the parabolic softbox all together in a kit.
That's awesome.
The second thing that we got asked for a lot was, We want it to be more durable. We want it to be more durable. Give us an even tougher softbox. I'm going to bring my light dome into the Amazon jungle. I want it to not rip.
You don't want it to rip, yeah.
Sure, why not? Inside here, the new diffusion fabric, parachute fabric again.
So that parachute fabric, just like the space light.
Exactly. And the parachute fabric is really important because it's super durable, but it's super hard to get color accurate. So this is something that we had to engineer. It wasn't just something we could just pick the fabric.
You can't just take any white fabric and put it in front of the light, because each one's going to affect the color and the accuracy of the light.
Any medium that the light goes through has the possibility to add kind of impurities and sort of ruin that light. This will not do that. Again, you buy a light that has a 98, 96 TLCI rating, you want whatever it passes it through to still have that TLCI rating. And we're making sure that that still happens with Aputure. Everything's together. And as far as the mounting system goes, if you guys are familiar with the previous light dome, there's a speed ring here, 16 rods, just locks in right there, same as the previous light dome. However, one thing that other manufacturers don't do, which I think is kind of dumb, is they don't give you the speed ring. And the speed ring is super important because the speed ring traditionally will be sold for about $100 to $150 separately.
Yeah.
That's really dumb. It's really stupid.
It's a good chunk of money for a metal ring that's an integral part of the modifier.
Exactly. So we're trying to keep it all together. We give you the speed ring included with the grid and the diffusion. It's going to be under $100.
Very nice, very nice. And remind me again, what is the price of the big guy, the 36
totally.
or
So
35?
The big guy is about $150, and just for some reference, if you go out and you try to find a traditional 35-inch parabolic softbox, that'll run you about $400, and then the speed ring will run you about $150. It's really dumb. It makes me really annoyed.
Yeah.
We're trying to make it more affordable. So $100 and then $150 for our 35-inch parabolic. So light dome mini.
Very cool. So more coming out here in an ever-growing line of modifiers and accessories for your 120 and other lines of lights. Do you know when these guys are available?
These ones are going to come out. Both of these we think are going to come out in the next month.
In the next month or so,
very
hoping.
soon. Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, guys, make sure to keep an eye out for that. If you have any of the 120 series lights, or even any other lights that have a Bowens S mount, these are really well made and really durable and really affordable accessories for your lighting. So make sure to check out Aputure, and stay tuned to this channel, guys, because I'm going to have a whole lot more coming from the NAB show floor.
Thanks for watching, guys. You're in danger.
It's bad.
I don't want to say it to invoke panic.